So this program started with me watching a show on Nightline about a teacher in Bowie, Texas. And she's in the cafeteria during lunch hour, and there was a student licking his plate. And she goes over to check it out and asked him, "Why are you licking your plate?" And he said, "I'm licking my plate because I'm hungry." She said, "If you don't think this is happening in your community, you need to take off your blindfold and see what's going on." From that story, I started asking questions. Do we have hungry kids? Specifically, do we have hungry kids on the weekend? From noon on Friday to breakfast on Monday, there's about 66 hours, or a third of a kid's week, where kids are very vulnerable and they do go without. Initially, I started at Rogers Elementary School, and it was 2 days before Labor Day weekend, and I walk in the door and I just said, "Hey, do you have any hungry kids?" And the principal looks at me like, "Okay, what's this all about?" And she said, "Yes, I have hungry kids." And I explained the weekend situation. She said, "I have 10 kids that will go without the majority of the Labor Day weekend." So that night, my wife and I went to our local stores, created a bag, and took those back the next day. She calls me the next week and said, "I need 20 bags." And then the next week it was 30 bags. And that was really the momentum we had. And then the district here got wind of this. Many principals started writing letters, and we go from what started as 10 kids in my kitchen to thousands of kids across the Texas Panhandle, South Plains, and now the state of Texas. Really, at the end of the day, this program is about a simple thing. Kids can't learn if they're hungry. And so when you cast the vision with your community that kids are going without, our principals and our teachers were indicating that they saw this in the classroom, then it really became my job and others to create this idea of let's solve the problem for our kids. I'll never forget this. I get a phone call, says, "Hey, Mike Engler would like to meet with you." I honestly didn't know who Mike Engler was. I just knew he ran Cactus. And he cast a vision in that meeting. He says, "I would like to see if we could have a snack pack in every community where we do business, or in a community that's touched by our business." I don't know, 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks later, I get a call, and we've set up a fund so that you can start seeding programs in these communities. So Mike had an idea, then Mike steps up with the Cactus team and says, "We want to be part of this, we want to lead, help us figure out how to do that." And I think what was great about the Cactus partnership was it was not about Cactus, and it never has been about Cactus. It's been about the people and the kids in these communities. So it was one thing for Mike to start a hunger fund, but I think it was another thing for them to say, "Darren, we trust you." I knew those communities that were opportunities. They would come to me and say, "We would like to start the Snack Pack for Kids program." But the first question they would always ask is, where are we going to get the money? We want to feed kids. We know there's hungry kids. And it was great to pick up the phone and call Cactus and say, "Hey, there's another community in the area that you serve and that you do business. What do you think about seeding one of these communities with this hunger fund?" And Cactus was willing to take that initial risk and say, "We believe in the idea, we believe in the community, and we believe in y'all's desire to serve these kids." At the end of the day, we're all equipped to serve. We're made to serve, and we all have different gifts. And I think one of the things that's unique is Cactus recognized that and how they created a relationship with us. You decide, you figure out what's best, you need to take the direction. So when it comes to this community, we have over 5,000 volunteers every year. Our waiting list is full through next year for people to pack bags. So what that says is we've been able to meet people where they are. It's at the end of the day, a community is only as good as its kids. It's about the kids. That's why we have so many volunteers, and that's why we have grown, is because our community is committed to kids, just as Mike was committed to kids 6 years ago. So we try to keep the main thing the main thing. In this case, it's the kids. The heroes of this whole story are our kids.